All right, listen to this.
Chapter 1. Moonlit Shadows. The first time Alex realized he was different, it wasn't the violent snapping of bones or the rush of animalistic instincts. It was the itch, an unbearable, maddening itch that clawed beneath his skin every time the moonlight touched him. It began on his 16th birthday, the age when most in his family embraced their transformation into powerful wolves under the full moon. The entire pack had gathered in the forest clearing, their howls harmonizing with the night's rhythm. But as the moonlight fell upon Alex, the expected surge of power was replaced by a wave of nausea. His skin broke out in hives, and his thick, glossy fur shed in patches, leaving him gasping and clawing at himself in humiliation and agony. From that night on, Alex became the pack's anomaly, the werewolf allergic to the very essence of his existence. Moonlight didn't empower him, it betrayed him. Every transformation left him hairless, his once proud lineage reduced to whispers and sidelong glances. The pack leader, his father, tried to hide his disappointment.
So yeah, do you want to learn how to turn your story into an actual audiobook? We're going to explore that today. So there are many ways to go about this. You can use an app like Capcut to do this. So with Capcut, what you're going to do, you're going to go to text. You're going to go to default text. You're going to click on here to add to track. Then after you've done that, you click on the element that's been added. Then you add the part that you want to be added to that track. So it will take a bit longer to do it this way, but you can do it this way. It's free for the most part. So let's listen to what this sounds like.
The first time Alex realized he was different, it wasn't the violent snapping of bones or the rush of animalistic instincts. It was the itch. An unbearable, maddening itch that clawed beneath his skin every time the moonlight touched him.
Alright, okay. So that's what it kind of sounds like. There's another option available too. So this one is, so this option is available too. It's natural reader. So this is another story I'm working on currently. This one is more in the what happens when somebody gets transferred to a new workspace. What kind of goes through their minds, like having to learn new skills and their transferable skills and meeting new people, leaving people behind. So this is a free option available called Natural Reader.
Chapter 4. Trial by Fire. Danielle's first day of taking calls was everything she expected, and more. Her nerves were frayed before the first call even began, but she kept reminding herself of Jane and Sam's advice. As the phone rang, she tightened her grip on the headset and took a deep breath. "Thank you for calling. My name is Danielle. How can I help you today?" she said, keeping her voice as steady as possible. The customer on the other end wasted no time diving into their issue, a delayed refund that they desperately needed. Their frustration was evident, and Danielle felt her chest tighten.
So yeah, this is an option also. And the one that I actually used to get this voice though for Moonsick Night Blind, it's a different one though. So the one that I used to get this particular outcome was 11 Labs. So what 11 Labs is pretty much an AI voice generator, like the others are, but this one, since it came out, was pretty much at the top of the pack. So pretty much with this, you're able to choose multiple voices. They all sound really awesome too. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the rest of the story, like just video form, on the channel also. So you can go ahead and watch that if you want to. It's just it's a part of chapter 1. But you know, at least to kind of give you an example of how it would kind of look to have the audio version. Because you know that on YouTube you have some people that just upload like the entire books and stuff. So this is one of the tools I can actually use to do that, instead of having to like hire a voice actor to do that, or you voice acting it yourself. So I may eventually like add a link to 11 Labs that like an affiliate link, but for now, it will just be like a link, so you can go ahead and test it out and everything. But if you want to use that link when I do bring it onto the channel, then it does help out the channel. All right. So yeah, you can go ahead and use this or one of the other options to create that voiceover, test it out. You can test out 11 Labs also. They do give you some credits that you're able to use. So they give you like 10,000 credits, and then I'm down now to the 5,016 based on my usage. So yeah, so that's how you can create an audiobook. Should we continue?
But the cracks in his facade were all too visible. For years, Alex lived on the fringes of pack life, straddling the line between their world and the human one. He'd learned to adapt, to keep his transformations hidden, and to avoid the moon whenever possible. But the whispers never stopped, and the isolation grew heavier with every passing year. The small town of Silverpine wasn't much to look at, but for Alex, it was both a refuge and a cage.